How much of this game we have left to do is, well, anyone's guess. Anyone who's played the game before, anyway. But it feels very final area to me, I don't know. There looks like there's about 3, maybe 4 stages left. And then I'm assuming there's probably going to be like a bunch of after game stuff, post game stuff, that's what it's called, post game stuff, and like a few more arena battles and things like that. But hey, what do I know? The game could literally go anywhere. I suppose, then, we'll just have to find out. Hi everybody, Skylar Stardrift here, and welcome to the stream. Welcome back to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Just before we get started here, I'm not too sure exactly how long we'll be live for. Depends on how long the game decides to go on for, and it also depends on, well, the fact that I want to go to bed at a decent hour so that I can get a decent night's sleep, because I will be driving at night tomorrow, and I just want some decent sleep. I want to make sure I'm well rested. So, but we'll see how we go. I think we should be able to beat the game tonight. Question mark. Hi Papa Links, welcome on in. Alright, let's head on over to our card table then and open up another pack. And it turns out that, disregard what I said on Monday night, because I actually have more of the Digimon Classic Collection from the Digimon card game than I thought was at the bottom of the box, because it turns out that there's actually 4 more packs after this one. So there's actually more there than I expected. I actually thought we were down to our last 4 or 5, well, 2 or 3 packs, but no, we're down to our last 4 as of this pack's opening. So still got 4 streams left. Anyway, let's see what we've got in this one. Gomamon, Devimon, Megadramon, Elicmon, Angemon, Togemon, Ikakumon, Myotismon, who I think is new. Ikakumon is... you? No, you're common. Myotismon I think might be new. Your turn. When this Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with card with Myotismon in its name in your hand, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 1. On your turn, while this Digimon has Myotismon in its name, all of your Digimon with Retaliation can also attack your opponent's unsuspended level 4 or lower Digimon. Boltmon, I think you... well, I think you're not new. I think we've seen you before, but it was ages ago. Has Reboot, and when Digivolving, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Garurumon, I think we've seen you before. When attacking once per turn, you may play 1 Mat Ishida with a play cost of 3 or less from your hand without paying its memory cost. Kawagamon! I'm not sure about you. Start of your turn, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. And on your turn, when this Digimon deletes one of your opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, one of your opponent's suspended Digimon doesn't unsuspend during the next unsuspend phase. Tyrannomon, I'm pretty sure we've seen you. But just in case, on your turn, while this Digimon is Tyrannomon in its name, it gets plus 2000 DP, and when Digivolving, if you don't have a Tiger in play, you may play one from your hand without paying its memory cost, and on your turn, this Digimon is also treated as green. Kawagamon might be new, I'm not sure. I feel like we have seen it before, and I'm pretty confident in the fact that we've seen Tyrannomon before. I do know for a fact that this particular set has less cards in it than other sets, so maybe we've actually seen everything aside from alt art cards. Because there's definitely a few of them in this set, that's for sure. Alrighty. Finally, the Skylar hand reveal stream we've all been craving. Hi, Alan Zorian. Welcome on in. What do you mean? I've been doing this for months. Years, actually. Well, maybe more like 1 or 2 years. How long have I been opening card packs for? I feel like it started way before I played Pokemon Yellow version, and that was over a year ago. And that was like first stream. Not first stream, but like first stream of one of the first series that I did last year, and I'm pretty sure we've been doing it for like longer than that. Could be wrong, not sure. Somehow missed every one of them despite tuning in quite a bit. Oh, it's probably because I do hands-on action I missed out on. It's probably because I do it right at the start of the stream and then go to the game, so it happens within like the first 10 minutes. That's probably why. Anyway, let's not pull out the cable because that may cause issues. Let's flick on over to the game, and I need to activate the game audio for myself. Then we can pull out the camera cable. You know, I made burgers for tonight's dinner. Just handmade burgers. And that was for the sole purpose of not causing my stomach to get upset with me. You've taken off your human mask. Yeah, I haven't used webcam in ages either. Just to bring you up to speed a little bit, I have not used the webcam in ages because I've been using my VTubing avatar instead. I did go cameraless for a while. Went back to my old ways of just no camera at all, and then eventually settled on the VTubing stuff. Floppy ears, floppy ears, floppy ears. I know that. Floppy ears. As I was saying, I made burgers with the sole purpose of not causing my stomach to be growly at me, so I wasn't running to the toilet every 5 minutes during that 1 hour drive that I have to do tomorrow night. And, instead, my stomach's decided it didn't like the burger. VC face, why are you not registering commands? Thank you. Alright. Let us get started then with more Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Elfilin is still missing because King DDD took them away from us. And that is 110% not okay. So I'm going to get my bonking stick, which is now pointy on one end and doesn't feel quite like a bonking stick anymore. And then I'm going to do the only respectable thing and play more gacha. I don't have a problem. This game for like 10 years. I think if I ever return to streaming, I feel odd having an avatar. Not even the only streaming the human face in existence. You'd be surprised. I've actually seen quite a few people. But that also might be because they can't afford or don't want or can't afford or can't figure out how to get the avatar working. Because that is a whole thing in and of itself. Hey, a roast chicken. And attack boost. A speed boost. Star coin pile. Chocolate ice cream bar. Hey! Scissor lift mouth Kirby. Human Center. I crafted him very carefully. Kirby gained the mysterious mouthful mode ability after he flew through that vortex. Now I can stuff an entire scissor lift into his mouth. Raise and lower yourself to reach the items and dodge enemy attacks. You can also spit the lift out while extended to reach the top of tall platforms. And an omelet. Alright, I think we'll leave it there because this one's quite expensive. Now, how is my Volume 3 collection. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing 5. That seems simple enough. That makes your tummy not so good then. I don't know. I legitimately do not know. My stomach just decided it wanted to disagree with it tonight. I did count that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there's 5 left. I mean, it could also, I suppose it might be the samosas that I had earlier today for lunch. That could be causing a tummy upset too. I did leave them for a while because I was busy talking to someone on VR chat. Where are we exactly? We did that one, so we're up to here. Burn and Churn and Power Plant, and then it looks like we've got some sort of arena, and then another stage, and then I'm assuming this is the final boss, or somewhere that leads to the final boss. Because this area feels very finally, so I reckon we're just about done with the game. What have we got here? More wolfies for a start. Not to mention is I had stomach problems for years. I'd have to go to the hospital about. Oddly, it turned out to be rare intolerance to animal protein, so I became a vegetarian about 17 years ago and suddenly was fine. Oh wow! One of my friends, very recently actually, just this year, didn't know why they were getting such stomach discomfort all the time. So they went and got it checked out, and it turns out they had gallstones, and, well, it wasn't this year they found out. It was a couple of years ago that they found out they had gallstones, and one event this year, like, they were sitting in relatively discomfort because it was getting worse and worse, and they just decided then and there, I am going to have my gallbladder removed. And they did. They went and got their gallbladder removed. Nasty. Yeah, I mean, I often get stomach trouble. Probably more than your average person, I would argue. But, I mean, it never really gets bad. And it usually happens first thing in the morning. So right now, what I've got is actually a little odd and different, and I'm assuming my stomach is going to sort itself out eventually. Tummy rubs, probably. Ow! No, don't squish me! Ah! And don't take my bonking stick away. I need that. How else will I deliver the bonk? I'm surprised these don't lead anywhere. Do you lead somewhere? No? Okay. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Perk up with 3 cups of coffee. I've said it once and I'll say it again about this game. This game has very weird choices on its camera angles sometimes. Oh boy. Oh god! That's an ow. And you killed my bonking stick. Uh-oh. Ugh. You know what? No, I'm gonna exit the stage. I'm gonna retry that. Cause if I go through that door, I won't be able to go back. That's usually the case in this game. So we'll just head back to Waddle Dee Town, heal up, grab my bonking stick again, and redo that. I was not sure how to handle that. So, let me readjust. Give me that. Right, now let's heal up. There we go. That's better. Right, now let's redo that, and now we know what we're looking for. So we're looking for 3 cups of coffee. It feels like that leads somewhere, and that either gives me a hidden Waddle Dee or or unlocks something else, or unlocks another Waddle Dee. So it's like, well, addict to caffeine, shameful. Suppose it could be worse. Could be addicted to alcohol or something. Right? Well, this was a mistake. Smack. And... bonk. Sorry, I'm not doing my thing. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There. Now we're all caught up. Oh, and bonk, bonk for the start of the stage, too. Bonk. 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 Take that. Bonk. 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 Oh, bye. Bye. Oh, you're gonna get crushed. Nothing worse than caffeine jam on your Nintendo corrupting our youth. Told you there would be a hidden Waddle Dee here. And if it wasn't a hidden Waddle Dee, it would have been a hidden passage. And now I'm... yeah, infiltrate the control room. I know what you're pulling on me, game. Trying to pull a fast one on me. Ha 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 ha. Alright, let's see if there's anything else back here. If they're gonna let me go all the way back... is there anything? No, there's not. This young, impressionable predator needs protecting. It's sort of a more wholesome game with less problematic themes like Grand Theft Auto 4. Or is that 6? I always get confused with Roman numerals. I should have stayed on top. Oh, that's not a thingy! Ow. That was not a spot. Oh, I thought about pushing. I thought better of it. Go, 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 go. Yeah! Alright, so there was I before the V is 4. Had it right. V followed by I and 6. Okay. Yeah, I thought that might have been the case. Look, I didn't learn Roman numerals in school. I learned Roman numerals from from watching, no, I'll get it right eventually, from reading Asterix comics. There we go. Also picked up my second cup of coffee there. Also, pretty sure I'm out of sync, so bonk, 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 bonk. There, we'll throw in a couple of extra bonks, just in case. Bonk. There we go. Okay. Numerals from the Final Fantasy series when I was a kid. Now, they're giving me a recurring fire guy, and that means they want me to use fire for something. Bonk. That's our second Waddle Dee. Nice. Oh. That worked out because it was a full heal. Whew. I know I've already got on all of these, but I want it anyway. It's not the having, it's the getting. Okay. Ooh. Right, I think they want me to use fire for that. I feel like they want me to use burn, so... I'm sorry, I can't bonk no more. No more bonking stick allowed. Very sad. Disappointed. Is fire gonna make it through that? Ow! Not if I stand right in front of it. Oof. Wait, what's... Hang on. Aha! This will do a thing. That's why they want you to have fire. I was gonna go back down and grab that last coin, but... Alright, let's see what I've got to do here. Assuming that opens that. But I need to get to the cannon as well. I feel like I'm gonna have to dance around with this thing, because as soon as I start that fire, alright, okay. Alright, alright, wriggle around here. Wriggle around there. Wriggle around here. And there we go! That's our third Waddle Dee. Wait! Ah, oh, shoot. I saw more coins over to the left. There was definitely more things that I had to do. Right, well there's the third cup of coffee. God damn it, give me the gush, even though I've finished that one too. Right, got the vending machine, heading down. That's the 4th hidden Waddle Dee. One more to find. So it must be nearing the end of the stage then. Oh, jeez. No! Ugh. That was close. That looks breakable. There's your 5th Waddle Dee. And I've done everything except one more challenge. I do not know what that last challenge is. And I think it might have something to do with that other bit that I saw. The extra coins there that I avoided. We got everything else. Ah, okay. Don't get squished. Snacker! This ravenous reptile can swallow its enemies whole. Once it spots prey, it'll slither after it as swift as it can. Some of the things it tries to swallow seem unreasonably large, but its stretchy body allows it to gulp them down. Wait, why does that sound familiar? A twister and a treasure chest. The gathering of the Beast Council. Kirby's gonna interrupt a corporate meeting! That's what Kirby do best. Only one rare gem opened up. The Blizzard Ice Treasure, freeze and find. Magma skating, alright. One. 2. Oh, nice. Three. Four. And this one's up here. Wasn't too hard. I was curious if that was going to be it. And it turns out that was it. Hey, cleared the target time for once. That's always nice. Okay. Don't get squished. That's all we got to do this time. Sure, we can do that. If we just take it slow and... steady. And only take risks when really necessary. Take my Dragon Fire back. I could have had my bonking stick back. Darn it. You know what? He's sleeping. I'm gonna leave him there. Cool, didn't get squished in the first area. I don't think we need to grab these. Because that only opens up the Waddle Dee. So we can just skip them. The stage isn't very long when you think about it and stop exploring things, is it? There's extra coins over here, so I'll take those. There we go. I wonder if the game would give you an extra vending machine here if you didn't grab this one. Because it certainly looks like it. Grab the extra coins here. May as well open that. Grab that too. And there we go, it didn't get squished. Done. There we go. A Waddle Dee saved. Ah, that's why there was only one. Because you have to clear everything first. Ringmouth Treasure, Gust for Glory, Ringboating Rush. Oh, controls are awful. Assuming the game wants me to go through all the rings. That's normally how these handle. Ah, right, I can't spit out the power-up until I exit the stage. If I hadn't fiddled around with the controls for the first few seconds there, I might have actually made that. Oh well, never mind. The Gathering of the Beast Council. Let's head back to Waddle Dee Town. Blueprint for a new sleep evolution is hiding inside burning churning power plant. Seems to be in a machine that goes up and down. Look for a blue light to show you the way. Alright. That might have been what I saw before. Well, in that case, let's go look for it. I'm sure we can find it somewhere. Ow! Darn it. Bonk, bonk. When I swings my hammer and say bonk, you get bonked, alright? The appropriate action is for you to be smushed. You know, I was gonna leave you behind, but now you're gonna get the bonk. Bonk and bonk. There. Done. Bonk. And bonk for you as well. And bonk. Bonk for you. And a bonk for you. Well, that's okay, because I had to lose it anyway. Because I need this. Ow. I said I need this. Good lord, that was close. Okay, run through here, grab all this stuff. And there it is. Deep Sleep Blueprint. Did not actually think the sleep ability would be evolved. Excuse me, coming through. I'll take the extra coins, because that's for more gacha. I mean upgrades, definitely more upgrades. Come to think of it, I suppose you don't really need the the cone or the vending machine there, because you can just stand there as Kirby. The only reason you need the cone is for that ending chest there, which is underneath the cracked floor. Okay, now we're done with that stage, right? Sleep ability can now be evolved. Blueprint. Is that a deep sea blueprint? I want to make that. Gimme, gimme. Make this one. Kirby already looks like he's about to sleep. And that also sounded pretty final. Sleep ability is evolved into deep sleep. Walk to bed and get all cuddly cozy. Just show everyone your full potential after you wake up. So this one allows me to walk and then sleep. Oh my god! Ha ha ha! And it's a heal. Either a heal or a guard of some kind. Speaking of guards though, I wonder. So we should have, what, 4 left? 1, 2, yeah, 4. Speaking of heals, I wonder if we should use the guard ability for this next area. Clark ring. This will power up, it looks like. Yeah, it's either a heal and a buff of some kind. It might be a oh, blueprint. Might be like a auto heal over time as well. Maybe, I'm not sure. Animal snow sculpture. That's one. We got 3 left. Breakable blocks. Clock ring again. Rice ball. 2 left. See if we can crack them. There's a pudding. Almost. 1 more. There's the scissor lift. Pacto. And there it is, steak. We have collected all of the available figures in Volume 3. We are done with the Gashapons for now. For now. I wonder if maybe using the big shield guys, or the big sword, is probably a good idea. Because I can not take damage. You know what? As much as I like my Bonk, I'm so proud of us. As much as I like my Bonk, I'm going to grab the Gigant Sword. Because that guard ability is fantastic. And I don't know if the guard ability is the same for any other power-up. And I'm willing to bet this stage is gonna make me hey, do this without taking any damage. So, the gathering of the Beast Council. Thought it might have something to do with meteors again. Ow. So I'd say it's either going to be a specific power-up, do it with a specific power-up. Oh, nice, Hammer's there as well. Or do it without taking damage, or one of those two. Oh, this is going to be a boss rush. Got Goromondo going on here. You're gonna have to try a lot harder than that, my dude. I love this ability. I feel like this might be slightly broken. Oh, go on. Go on, then. I'd like to see you try. That was a good dodge. That was a good dodge, Kirby. You should have taken damage, and you didn't. I'm very proud of you. Ha! One down. Let me just see. Is there anything around here? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Hang on, little Waddle Dee, I'm coming to rescue ya. Gotcha! That's the first of 5. That is a retry. Warp Star. There's nothing around here. Alright, looks like we're going forward. That's the first boss. Nothing over here. Found that. Silly Dillo is next. I mean, he just beat you. I'm surprised you're appearing now. I actually expected this to be in order. Ah, fart. Well, we took damage, so there goes that. Would have been better if I had been patient, but I wasn't patient. If that is the only damage we take, and then the game's like, oh, do it without taking any damage, I'm not going to be very pleased. I'm going to be very annoyed. Also, hey, I see a chest over there. And that'll do you in. No reward for you. Unless this counts. There's the second Waddle Dee. Okay, I got that wrong. It tricks you and makes you want to take the top path, but you actually need to take the bottom path in the last one. There. That is the third hidden Waddle Dee. 2 more to find. Slice 'em and dice 'em, Kirby. Nope, you don't do anything. Alright. Up we go. I'm surprised you're last, Chlorina. Ow. Would be quite funny if it's like defeat each boss without taking any damage. Don't worry, little Waddle Dee. I saw you up here. Waddle Dee number 4. Let's have a quick look around and see if there's any more ladders to climb or anything. Just in case there's one more lying around. Doesn't look like it. But there is this that I just so happened to find. Very nice. Whee! Don't know what that did. Ow. Final switch, the final Waddle Dee. I have no idea what any of those hidden missions were. Hang on. Well, there was that. But no hidden missions. Interesting. Let me guess. Clear without taking any damage. Clear within a certain amount of time. Venture deep into the secret passage. There was a secret passage? Big Carbu switch and Silly Diller. I didn't even see the secret passage. The Beast Pack's final stand. That is interesting that it's the Beast Pack's final stand. Shoot and something. Missed it. Shoot and scoot, conveyor targets. Ah. Oh. Ah. Yeah, you need to go, buddy. There we go. Ah. Oh, I'm not sure I can do this. Five. Ah! Bullshit. That is the first one that I've actually failed, I believe. And I'm sorry, game, but I have to claim the biggest amount of bull dust on that one. Ah, that's what you want me to do. You want me to do a full charge shot. Right. Okay. Right, and that stays in effect, does it? Okay. Noted. Right, that just made this a hell of a lot easier. I wasn't trying it because I figured that would take too much time. Okay, no, you guys need to die. There will be death today. Thank you. Ah! Fart. Wasn't looking at Kirby. Oh, come on. Ah! There. Stupid thing. And you guys can just get out of my way. There! Goodness. Alright, let's head back to Waddle Dee Town. I do like how the Waddle Dee, like, upon occasion shows up on the map screen there. Every time we fly into Waddle Dee Town, sometimes a Waddle Dee may show up. Tornado ability can now be evolved. Storm Tornado blueprint? I want to make that. Oh wow, only 800 coins, really? That's pretty cheap, actually. What does this do? That sounded pretty final to me. Tornado's ability is evolved into Storm Tornado. Ominous clouds, powerful winds. This scary storm roars to life with the press of a button. Pull enemies into your cyclone by swirling into them, then attack with lightning. Oh my god. I think it looks more powerful than it might actually be. Right, let's take the Gigant Sword again, just in case, because I did mess up on Chlorina. Anyway, we need to find a so-called hidden passage somewhere. Aha! This looks like it. Venture deep into the secret passage. Nope, not today. And not today. I was being very quiet there for a minute, I just realized. And nope, not today. Whoa! Wait until he finishes his attack. Then go for attack. Nice! Doesn't matter too much if we don't make that. Because that will only give us coins. Which I don't really need at the moment. But this does make getting through this part a little bit faster, so... And hey, I might actually need the coins later. Oh god. I'm gonna die. Ow. Well, I sure hope that wasn't taking any damage, because I just took damage. I'm half tempted to look it up to see if I'm not wasting my time. But at the same time, it could be something else entirely. I feel like that could lead somewhere. With any luck, it's clear without taking any damage on the bosses or something. Ah, oh, fuck. Oh, fine. Fine. Fine! No, screw you, game. Not doing that, Dads. Just in case. I will restart. I will restart. I will take the L on that one. I'm going to clear this without taking any damage. And I'm going to do it on this run. Because you're making a meal out of it, so surely I have to do it without taking any damage. So, give me my giant shield back, and let's restart. Because I do not want to waste my time here. If I'm going to have to do this without taking any damage at all, then so be it. And I'm assuming that's exactly what the game wants me to do, because it's done that on almost every single boss fight, so... Of course it would want me to do it for 3 boss fights in a row. That would just be the end game stuff coming through. I also wonder if it may have something to do with, like, make all the flowers bloom or something like that, because there are a few flowers at this stage. So maybe we should also make a focus on that too. Even though they're not coming up as a checkpoint now, they might come up as a checkpoint in the future. And I'm not seeing any wanted posters, so that's not a problem. Sorry, something just caught my eye for a sec. That may be worth exploring. It could also be, like I said, kill certain enemy with certain ability, or play through entire stage with certain ability. Like, that's also possible. I love how I can guard indefinitely with this and not take any damage at all. It's great. It looks like there would be so many limitations to this, but there's actually not. The benefits are huge. Oh. Fucking hell. I am not getting through this stage without doing it without taking damage, because I know for a fact that that's exactly what the game wants me to do. I am almost positive of that. If they're gonna make me do it in the past, they're gonna make me do it now. On such a big boss fight. And I'd rather do this run first. A 0 damage run first. Than do anything else. Nice! I stabbed him before he could squash me. And I'm also not sure too if bosses count as, like, non-boss areas like this count as taking damage. That's another problem that I've got to worry about. It's like, if I take any damage here, does that count towards not getting... towards getting damage towards the boss or not? That's why I'm not risking it, because, honestly, this game has pulled some pretty fast ones on me and telling me, hey, you need to do this without taking any damage, ha 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 ha. Very funny. I'm getting quite sick of it. So, are there any other hidden passages? Because I can do things like certain abilities or all that later. This is definitely the most time consuming. Right, now this time, let him finish his attack fully. See, he does this bit now. There we go. Now you're learning. That was good. Now just do the same thing. And we'll just do that one more time, and that should be Silly Dillo locked and loaded. I imagine. 2 for 2. Defeat Silly Dillo in 1 minute and 30 seconds. So there's one of the alternates there. So that means I should get the last alternate mission. Okay. Hey, nice. Chlorina is down. Beat Chloroline without getting hit. I kept calling her Chlorina. But it's Chloroline. Well, I did that without getting hit, so... So Goromondo was the only one without a extra thing there. Ow. Cool, so I actually got all of the extra missions then. Bleak Chloroline without getting hit, and complete Silly Dillo in 1 minute 30, and explore the hidden passage. So that's all done. I told you it would be do a thing without getting hit, and sure enough, there was a mission that required us to not get hit, so... Volcano fire and a treasure chest. Gotten a lot of treasure chests. Oh, Waddle Dee saved! That should open up another rest zone. It didn't! That's a surprise. The Beast Pack's final stand. Now, will that be a hammer mission, or will it not be a hammer mission? Well, not a hammer mission. Will it be a I need to guard mission, or will it not be a I need to guard mission? I feel like I should take up my big bonking stick for this one. Hello, Shinryu. Welcome on in. Let us see what we need to do here. The Beast Pack's final stand. There are 5 hidden Waddle Dees. 3 more missions. He sees me! I do see you. Look, buddy. You don't hurt me. I won't hurt you. That's how this rolls. You guys are too cute. Yes, even in your massively upgraded form. I've been well, Shinru. How about yourself? Why can I not... I stood on that and it didn't activate. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say. Whee! Pretty good on vacation for a week. Hey, same! I'm on holidays for the next couple of weeks because I got a convention to go to. I'm actually going there tomorrow night, believe it or not. Or heading down that way tomorrow night. This kind of sees all. He detects us with his ears. Oh, I wasn't ready for that to move. Excuse me. Oh, good lord, the music. Oh, this sounds awesome. And also very final. I'm gonna go to a vacation too. Well, you guys have left me no choice! Time for a massive bunkering! Bunking of the highest regard is in order. All of the bonks! There's too many bonks, I can't keep up. All the beasts in the starting area. I certainly did do that. Now bonk more of them! Look, there's even more! Bonk! Hey. Bonk. Oh look, wanted posters. Remove 5 beast-based wanted posters. Beast-based? Why beast-based? Ow. Robo-Bonk protocol engage. Ow. Bonk! Waddle Dee! Number 1. Nope, nothing there. Alright. Figured there might be something on the other side there, but it doesn't look like there is. So let's keep moving. I'm taking damage! Yay! Ow. Bonk! This game recently 100% best Kirby game in years. It's actually the first one that I played in a while. I have Star Allies and Kirby Planet Robobot, and I have never actually played them. Like, not even once. Okay, that door locked behind me. Oh yeah. Play Robobot a bit. Not Star Allies. Ah, right. Need water to deal with you. Those 2 of the Beast Wanted posters. Bonk! 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 Oh no, I missed! Ah. Get out of the muck, Kirby. There we go. Bonk! 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 There will be many bonk. Don't worry, game. I know exactly what you want me to do. That being the first step. And that being the second. And that being the third. I'm glad that they give you an extra water pipe here. Bring it on, you big glummox. Hey, there's Waddle Dee number 2. Did the game just tell me to go back? Alright, that's interesting. I see. So it looks like that's how I'm gonna progress through this stage. That. Ooh, look at the game chug a little here. Thank you. What does this do? Gives me a gacha. Alright. Oh, that can is phasing around. Ah! Shoot. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, so I see the third wanted poster for a start. Smush. Excuse me, I said bonk. Now give me my Waddle Dee. Now, I see the wanted poster over there, but there is something I'm a little bit curious about. Back over this way. I want to see what happens if I smash into that. Nothing. Alright, I can't smash into it. Alright, well, I figured I'd try it anyway. I said bonk! Now die. Hi, buddy. Alright. Doesn't look like I can go through that way. Alright. Onward and upward. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk. You're a little jerk, aren't you? Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna have to swim my way around. Grab food. Because I can't kill that guy, so I'm gonna have to kill him another way. Bonk. Bonk. Ooh, triple bonk. Oh, come on. Bonk, bonk, bonk. That's 4 of 5 beast posters. Takes me a second to realign my self with the boat. Do I just... Yep, I sure do. I just charge right through. That's the 4th Waddle Dee. One more to find. Nah. I'm good. But I assume there's gonna be like a big battle coming up. Why else would they give me Crash? Wondered if Kirby could grab the chain there, because sometimes Kirby can grab a chain and climb up it. Not in this game by the looks of it. Bonk, 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 bonk. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bonk the snot out of you guys. Good job. Thank you. Alright, let's see. See how good our Mario Galaxy gliding skills are. Goodness, I barely made that one! There's the last Waddle Dee. So that's done. Bloody hell! I died. Pah. Alright, let's see. Check around for that last wanted poster. Definitely take all that health. Imagine trying to do this stage without taking any damage. God, please don't be one of the missions. Well, don't see any last wanted poster. Excuse me. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk, bonk. Have to go this way first. Bye, guy. Bonk. There's that last wanted poster I was talking about. So at least that's here. So now we just need to find the last couple of missions. Gacha pot. Even though I've got all of them, except for one, which I think is the last one in the Immortal D town. And we did the first one, so we've done that one and that one. Stab. That'll do it! Alright, so we did the first two missions. I didn't see if we unlocked the third or not. No, we didn't. Alright. Don't fall in the lava while using cone mouth. Oh, wait, I got it! Ha ha ha! I thought I didn't get it. I was like, oh, I guess I fell in the lava way back where, because I did fall in the, Turtle Murderer. Because I did fall back into the lava with the, egg ladder section, so... My goodness, another silly dillo. Cool, so I wrapped up that stage pretty quick. All in one run. Nice. Oh, Waddle Dee saved. I only need 32 Waddle Dees. Oh, I have like 200 and something. In the presence of the king. Waddle Dees helped you open the gate that was blocking your way, head into the stage, and challenge the boss that's guarding this territory. And of course, more rare stones opened up. Multi-mouth treasure, and Storm Tornado. Well, I'm away. Well, that multi-mouth treasure seems like the final one that I'm supposed to do, so let's do the Well I'm Away Storm Tornado trial. I think the game actually wants me to use Tornado to get over the bridges. That was very smooth. Two Florinas. Ow, really? Nice, there we go. Cool. Kirby, the Master of Mouths. This is probably going to require me to do all of the, Master of Mouthfuls. So I'm going to need to use all of the, mouthful modes. Let's clear this stage. Smush. Stop over the vending machine. Let's hop over the ring. I know I missed that ring at the start, but it's fine. At least I hope it is. Ah, okay. I was like, how am I supposed to proceed? By just hitting them. Oh, really? Puts me all the way back over there? Ugh. Oh, yeah, I don't like that. Feels like I should be bouncing out of the lava and onto the platform, but it doesn't happen. Wait. There. Alright. Landed directly on that. Car time! How fitting that the final mouthful mode is car. The very first mouthful mode that we actually encountered. I'm very glad that I've decided not to go for the target times, because wow, they are ridiculous. think that's it. Dark Time stream, let's go. Definitely not. I think I would damn near rage at that point. Well, I think we're all good. Aside from possibly, the whole, you know, no damage thing, which is probably gonna come up. Oh, that's the wrong stage. That's not the final boss. This is the final boss. In the presence of the king. 4 hidden missions. I'm willing to bet one of them is don't take any damage, because it usually bloody is. Clear in a certain time. Clear in a certain time. Do a certain 1 or 2 actions in the fight, and clear without taking any damage. Or clear with whilst using certain ability. Do I want to change? I did a bunch of the Crash Bandicoot 3 Platinum time trials on stream. I was intoxicated. But I didn't need to do this. Wow. You did alright. I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna keep with the bonking stick for now. His primal nemesis, Forgo DDD. Bloody hell. Is that supposed to be like Forgo or Forjo? I don't know, and I'm not about to find out. The glove of it exists somewhere. Ow. Okay, he's running around on all fours. That's kind of funny. Good grief. Once again, the music is on point here. Ow. Take that! You forgot one thing, DDD. Kirby eats gods for breakfast. Don't get hit by Forgo DDD's fire attack. Clear by using a second level evolved ability. And this time, don't get up! If it unlocks his hammer. I'm assuming it probably will. That or clearing a, stage will. Clear within 2 minutes. Now, are you actually okay? Kirby! Uh-oh. Yep, time to go. Oh no, one of the Waddle Dees fell over. And King DDD realized. Well, at least DDD's back to normal. Kirby, don't worry about King DDD. He's got this. Lab Discoverer.
Automatic language detection activated. Authentication system activated. Authenticating. Authenticating. Entry code approved. Initiating facility navigation protocol.
Wow.
Welcome, visitors, to the Dream Discoveries Tour of our science facility, Lab Discoverer. On this thrilling tour, you'll be introduced to the ultimate life form.
Shadow the Hedgehog?
Specimen IDF-86.
Sounds like Shadow the Hedgehog to
From
me.
the moment IDF-86 arrived on our planet, it began a campaign of destruction that threatens the native wildlife of our entire world. Luckily, our research team managed to capture it before it could complete its invasion. Once it was contained, our lab began studying IDF-86's spatial teleportation ability. Research that laid the groundwork for the planetary warp technology we enjoy today.
Shadow the Hedgehog is my favorite Dragon Ball Z character. No wonder they wanted the Waddle Dees. Holy shit, that's dark.
However, 30 years after our research began, a warp experiment incident occurred in this facility. A new life form separated from the main specimen escaped in the aftermath. That new subspecimen has yet to be recovered.
What?
In the time since, IDF-86 has shown no signs of activity. It is now kept in a state of permanent stasis within the custom-made Eternal Capsule here on the top level of Lab Discoverer. And here we are. Let's meet the ultimate life form, specimen IDF-86.
Do we have to? So this counts as a separate stage, right? Can we go back and complete the King DDD stage? Should we go back and complete the King DDD stage? Because I'm assuming we can do that. I'm gonna try it and see what happens. Because I'm assuming we can. Yeah. Almost Resident Evil, the original game, is dubbed the Ultimate Life Form by Wesker. The presence of the king. Yeah, so Lab Discoverer counts as its own thing. And there are no missions. So I'd rather complete the missions that we have left. Okay, so clear within 2 minutes. And I'm assuming take no damage. There was a Gigant Sword, like, early on, so we'll try doing that. Because that might be the final mission, is clear it without taking any damage. But clearing within 2 minutes could be tricky. I just have to wait for you to, like, finish your attacks. And weigh yourself out. Like so. And I took damage. Right, so I've got to watch out for the fire attacks. They can still deal damage because of the ground. Because they linger on the ground, so I've got to watch out for those. If I want to do this within... Well, not necessarily within 2 minutes. If I want to do this without taking damage, I just have to watch out for the fire attacks. Noted. And then clearing within 2 minutes I can usually do with something like the chain bomb ability, so that might be the go-to. If the Gigant Sword doesn't work. Whoop! I ran right in there. Two, three, usually runs out. Cool. I'll bother it. Not sure if that was under 2 minutes. It probably wasn't. And I took damage as well. No, I did it! I did it within 2 minutes, alright. So what's the third one? It did say don't take any damage from King Dedede's fire attacks, so... Darn it. Skip all this and exit stage and redo that last stage without taking any damage. I knew it would be don't take any damage. Ugh. Alright, so I'm gonna have to be extremely careful this time. It does look like the final boss of the game doesn't have any missions, which is nice because that means it won't have a don't take any damage mission. So that's very nice. Good to know at least. Or at least I think that's how it's gonna play out. Alright. Well, here goes nothing. Head out, Skylar. Play some more Zelda. Have a good day. Alright, no worries, Shinru. Have a good day yourself. Enjoy Zelda. Aww. Hug you back. This is a threat. I will hug you back. Whoa! That was close. Ah, fart. Missed it. Christy Connect coming in with the raid. I forgot. Thank you so much, Christy. Welcome to the stream, everybody. W-Raid. My name is Skylar Stardrift. I'm a variety streamer, and tonight we are hopefully wrapping up Kirby and the Forgotten Land, as long as I can take no damage from King Dedede, and then we can move on to the final boss. Because that is all we have left to do, I think. Aside from possibly some arena stuff, and if there's time, I may as well go through that. And it looks like there might be time as well, so... What were you playing tonight, Christy? What were you up to? And thank you again for the raid. Alright. This time, remember King Dedede's fire-based attacks. Extremely painful game of Sonic and the Secret Rings. Oh, yeah. That's not a fun one. Gotta love those motion controls. I will say this, I do like the music of it. But then again, I kinda like all Sonic music, so I guess that's kind of a given. Almost forgot about that fire attack. Sonic 06 is some of my favorite soundtracks ever, and you know! I'm a big fan of Dreams of an Absolution, actually, from that game. Oh, I just noticed his health bar did not deplete fully. Fireballs. Just run. Oh, darn it! Took damage. Ah! Was so close there too. I tried to sneak in an extra attack. That was on my bad. Alright, let's try that again. Rinse and repeat. Maximum tomato. Alright.
Whoop.
I think the trick here is to just not get greedy with the attacks and watch out for the 5 ace stuff. Notice how this time I remembered that the 5 base attack was coming. Alright. Decided to push a little bit on that one, but I probably shouldn't have. But I didn't take any damage, so it's fine. Watch out for fire. Oh, I missed it. Okay, then he jumps over and he's exhausted. Whoa! Ah, fiddle. Whoa! That's it! There we go! No damage! Whoa! Kirby! Yeah, but he didn't get to taste the delicious looking forbidden orangeade. I like how after all of the enemies Kirby's faced, Kirby decides to run away from this lot. Come on, Kirby could take that. I do like how as King DD takes a stand and like throws the Waddle Dee in, it plays a variation of his theme. A very heroic version of his theme. That is very awesome.
Automatic language detection activated. Authentication system activated. Authenticating. Authenticating. Entry code approved. Initiating facility navigation protocol.
the Dream Discoveries tour of our science facility, Lab Discovera. On this thrilling tour, you'll be introduced to the ultimate life form, specimen ID F86.
Pretty sure that's still
From
Shadow the
moment
Hedgehog.
F86 arrived on our planet, it began a campaign of destruction that threatened the native wildlife of our entire world. Luckily, our research team managed to capture it before it could complete its invasion. Once it was contained, our lab began studying IDF-86's spatial teleportation ability. Research that laid the groundwork for the planetary warp technology we enjoy today.
That was a new animation. That Model D fell flat on its face, I think. I think before he just got exhausted.
30 years after our research began, a warp experiment incident occurred in this facility. A new life form, separated from the main specimen, escaped in the aftermath.
I have to wonder if that was Kirby.
Specimen has yet to be recovered.
I wonder if that
In
subspecimen
the
is
time
Kirby.
since, IDF-86 has shown no signs of activity. It is now kept in a state of permanent stasis within the custom-made Eternal Capsule here on the top level of Lab Discovera. And here we are. Let's meet the ultimate life form, specimen ID F86.
Oh boy. I do have the sword, but I gotta do it, man. I'm gonna bonk specimen IDF 186 into next week. We gotta help those Waddle Dee. Oh, like a billion of them. Good lord, that is the stuff of nightmares. Take a good look, Pink Intruder. Isn't this a beautiful sight? The first text box of the game that doesn't come from Elfilin. You're not even seeing the Great One in full form. They're incomplete without their other half. Long ago, the Great One granted the people of this world a miraculous power. Those people left this world behind and entered a land of dreams. Once the Great One is complete again, I know we will also receive this miraculous power. We, the ones they left behind in this forgotten land. No wonder it's called Kirby in the Forgotten Land, and they left for the Dreamland. Of course. It's all making sense. Also, that thing looks like a very, very freaking creepy Elfilin, now that I look at it. And I kind of wish to unsee it. And now, the time has finally come. Elfilin! That's right. This small creature here is the Great One's missing half. Finally, after all our planning and effort, we can help the Great One reach their complete form. We've dreamed of this moment for so many years. If you dare to stand in our way, we'll feast on your hide! Oh, give over, mate! You're not even a god! I eat gods for breakfast! Come on, come at me! Right, you two chicken, you gonna send your army after me? Fine, I'll bonk them too! Now then! Are you gonna come down here? Or are you a big pussycat? King of the Beasts, Leonga! Ugh. Hey, I didn't say he was gonna pull any punches. Might actually need that Maxim Tomato. I think he's a little mad. Ow. Just a bit. That is creepy as hell. Good lord, he knows Hyper Beam. Also, none of my attacks are doing a lot of damage. So I wonder if it actually does want me to spit out the stars back at him. Because it feels like this is not working. And I died. Somebody wasn't paying attention to his health. Straight into the fight. How do you dodge that? Ow. Oh, should have dodged that one. Did much better that time. That did a good chunk of his health meter. But I do need to watch out for when he goes on a feeding frenzy. Ow. Bonk! And stay down, kitty! Take that! Oh, Kirby means to get in the way. Kirby will get in the way. Right. Back to business. Finally reunited. You dare. Oh, Kirby dares. Plan ruined. Important plan. Needed labor. Open vortex. Found workforce. Brought here. And yet, error made. Irksome pink containment. Careful planning. Or contaminant, I'm not sure. Careful planning. Now wasted. No more planning. No more patience. Instead, everything shall be consumed. Well, we're between a rock and a hard place. Dear Lord! That's horrifying! That's not a full heal. Oh, this is venturing into a affinity territory fast. That is not a full heal. I am mildly concerned. Alright. Out the door. Good to see you again, Elfilin. However, we've got company! Invasive species, Fectoforgo. Time to go! That is bloody horrifying. So every now and then the screen will stop scrolling. When the screen stops scrolling, that's when I've got to hit him. That's disgusting. I thought I could risk a couple of hits there. You give me back my bonking stick, I'm gonna bonk you the next week so hard. Oh, now I pissed him off. Oh! I don't even know how I did that! I did that from inside him! Nice dodge, Kirby. Oh no, he's got Elfilin! This is bizarrely like the final boss of Resident Evil 2. Just straight, I'll decide to merge the series. Great. Well, he got Elfilin again. Kirby angry. Kirby will avenge! Unfortunately, I did lose my bonking stick. And it doesn't look like the game's gonna give it to me. Never mind, it's there. I lost my bonking stick at the last possible moment, but the game's gonna give it to me back. Okay. Give me back my bonking stick. We have to do this with the bonk. Unless we absolutely have to do this with the giant sword because I keep dying. That could very well happen. Unfortunately, reunited with Elfilin. Ultimate life form, Factor Elfilis, has been born. And you know what that means. It's time for the God Killer to do some God killing. Good lord. Okay, was not expecting it to come this close. Was expecting it to stay a distance away. Alright, here we go. Well, new attack. Careful. Whoa! Steady. Oh no, it's charging up for a solar beam! I was gonna say, come on, you've got to run out of energy eventually. Watch out for this. There we go. Nice. Nicely dodged, Kirby. Ow. Nice. Phase 2. Alright. Oh, that's so good. Bloody Nora! You're throwing meteors at me! That's hardly fit. Oh my god. Bloody hell, I think this just stepped up a notch. Or 10. Good grief. Oh, that's a heal point. Right. Okay, so now I need to be careful of that in the future. That's not fair. What is that, Final Fantasy VII? Bloody feels like it. Whoa. That was close, I almost got hit there. Oh no, my hammer! My bonking stick, I need that back. Ow. Oh, come on. Give me a chance to attack at least. That's better. Ooh, new attack. Careful. Careful! Each of those slash or two. And I can retaliate with a few bonks of my own. That does a bit of damage if I knock her out of that attack. Right. Oh! That was homing. Ow. I think now would be a good time to use that. Certainly likes that hand-to-hand combat, doesn't she? Ow! Right, so if you attack the right one, then it does a ton of damage and knocks her out of the healing activation. It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't knocking me out of my hammer every 5 minutes. Oh god! I'm not gonna get out of that one. That's gonna do a ton of damage. Ugh. But Kirby will retaliate. Elfilin! You will give back my friend! Hi, buddy. How you doing? Oh no, Kirby, that doesn't look right. Did you just get covered in Kirby slobber? Such incredible power. Whatever it's trying to do, it's going to be pretty bad. Admire the tail. What is it, Kirby? Whoa, is that your home? That's Planet Popstar? Oh no, it's pulling Popstar through that huge vortex. It wants your world to collide with this one. We have to stop it, but how? Oh my god, Kirby's going to inhale a truck. No. Alright. Alright. We're gonna stop it, alright. Bloody hell. Alright. Yes! And it's playing the invincibility theme. Oh, this is gold. Oh, I love this. This is amazing. Oh, this is fantastic. We're gonna stop Popstar from crashing into our, well, the Forgotten Land. Here he comes. He's not giving up that easily. Oh, Lord. Here he comes! Oh, you better be ready! Drift, Kirby, drift! Bet you should know by now! I kill gods! Oh, that was absolutely phenomenal. I loved every second of that. Is this Planet Popstar? Everything is being pulled in! Elfilin! I need to close the connection between worlds! Even if it takes all the power I've got! Hey, Kirby. Thanks for everything. Oh, don't do that! You're gonna break my little heart! Bandana D, hey. Oh. No! Oh, don't do that. Oh, that made me cry. Don't do that. Holy shit. Oh, that got me. That got me. Ah. That got me. Now that is what I call an ending. I love Kirby games when Kirby goes badass mode. Holy crap, he is a force to be reckoned with. That's why I kept referring to him as a god killer, because that's what Kirby does on a daily basis. He just kills gods. And I'm so glad that that's the direction this game ended up taking at the end of the day. Like, eventually it was just like, hey, no, this is a god and you need to kill it. Like, for the longest time, actually, the Beast Pack is kind of hidden in mystery, or shrouded in mystery. You don't know what to expect. And then, towards the end of the game, it finally matches up, like, hey, there was this lion guy, and he was controlling King Dedede, who tried to capture all the Waddle Dees for this particular purpose. Then wrapping that up, you have the lion guy, and then you have the, Forgo, or whatever it was. And I'm very glad with how they ended that. Oh, that was phenomenal. Like, even with the, especially with playing the invincibility theme. Oh, that was so good. That actually was so good. That was on point. I loved that. I loved every second of that. Oh. Thoughts on the game? It starts off fairly well. It establishes itself very well and what it's trying to do. Yes, a Wolfies. It establishes itself very well as what it's trying to do. I did feel like it was a interesting. Hey, that's cool. Hal. I did feel as though it was very interesting in terms of like the direction it took. It feels like a full 3D game, and even some of the boss fights, like that boss fight we just had, feels like that's what they were aiming for the entire game. But then that just doesn't play out, and instead 90% of the game is done in a top-down, weird perspective. And I'm not too sure I liked that part. But I suppose I had to make it work somehow, and perhaps with Kirby's abilities, it kind of made it a bit more difficult to make that work. The last few levels are definitely hard. Oh, hello. To be continued. Interesting. We're back! Oh no, there's another Gashapon machine. There are even more new figures to collect. The Model Live corner stage is being rebuilt. Put in a request to hear your favorite tunes. You can now enter the Ultimate Cup in the Coliseum, battle tough opponents, and aim to become the champ. Enter the Ultimate Cup, visit the booth in front of the Coliseum. Oh, that's cute. All the Waddle Dees clapping. The statues. You saved every Waddle Dee! Thank you, Kirby. As a show of appreciation, special statues are now in the Town Plaza. Want to increase the power of a copy ability? Good news, copy abilities can now be powered up at Waddle Dee's weapons shop. Hey, look! Coraline is visiting our town. She looks a bit upset. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Kirby? When things finally calmed down and the animals came to celebrate with us, Leongar was missing. Bet Coraline has been looking for him. She might have found something. We should ask her what's going on. Oh, it is not over. When I severed the connection between our two worlds, I used up all of my power. I blacked out. But Coraline found me. She kept me alive. That's how I was able to see you again, Kirby. So if she needs help, then I volunteer. Well, certainly sounds like a good idea. Glad. So glad to be safe with you again, Kirby. I want us to stay this close forever. I hope you reappear, Elfilin, honestly. You're fantastic. Coraline, what's up? Is this another mysterious vortex? What? You sense Leongar somewhere in there? I just dove straight into that. Oh my gosh. This feeling. This is exactly how it felt when I was absorbed by my other half, Vector Elfilin. It's possible that after that big battle, Leongar became trapped in this strange place. Come on, Kirby, we have to check it out. Hidden world, huh? Isolated isles. Forgo dreams. Forgo plains. Zero out of 50 medals, it seems. This looks like it's made from super strong psychic energy. Let's be careful. It looks like there's a place for every world, so it looks like we've still got more stages to play. So much for finishing the game tonight. It looks like we're gonna come back to this a little bit later on. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. To the isolated isles. Statue of us? Right in the middle of town? Aw, I think I'm blushing. Guess what, Kirby? I found a way to make your copy abilities even more powerful. I just need a few breath stones to raise your attack power. I'm calling this process Ability Power Up. Ready to power up your abilities whenever you are. Pick a favorite and we'll try it out. When you power up an ability, a plus will be added to show that its attack power is being increased. Use that extra power to beat some hard bosses. Stronger bonks! Extra power up. Make it better! Powered up to Wild Hammer plus Star. This ability has now reached its max attack power. Stronger bonks. Though I'm willing to bet I probably just wasted that. Oof! That's steep. Blizzard Ice. Don a beautiful tiara of ice, then become a frigid force of nature. Use his ability to skate around enemies, then stop them cold with a volley of faux freezing icicles. Brrr. Ha 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 ha! Big rig mouth Kirby. To save 2 worlds, Kirby's final mouthful must be his biggest. It looks like a lot to handle, but he seems totally fine somehow. Go Kirby! Carry your and Elfilin's combined hope for the future. Race through the sky and deliver the final blow. The Meta Knight's sword has a bunch of cool attacks, just like its namesake. Sword slide, jump, and attack to use upper caliber. With full health, you'll even sling crescent shots. Homing bomb. Toss a homing bomb, then watch it get to work. It'll patrol the area until it spots an enemy, then race toward them and explode. Chain bombs together to corner your foes. Zzz. Walk to bed. Get all cuddly cozy. Zzz. You'll show everyone your full potential after you wake up. Oh. Destined rivals. Planet Popstar's destined rivals. That's how King Dedede usually describes this special relationship. So he was crestfallen when he arrived in the new world and couldn't find Kirby. By the time they finally met, Dedede had changed from friendly rival to menace. Unleash brutal attacks with double the drill power. Your speed and damage are both increased, and you can attack enemies above you while still burrowing below. Oh. A duel with Meta Knight. Meta Knight arrived in the New World shortly before Kirby. He did some early scouting and reached as far as the snowy north before deciding to return and protect the town. Now he keeps watch for beastly invaders from his perch by the Colosseum. He's battled Gorimondo 30 times, and won every bout. Another Blizzard Ice. Oh, that's cute. Adventure together. Bandana, Waddle Dee, and Elfilin have joined Kirby's victory dance. Kirby's dancing is cute and carefree, but his singing voice is super powerful. Let's all sing along with him next time. Woohoo! Great job, Kirby! Alright, I'm gonna go broke if I keep that up. That is a very, very expensive one. And there's just as many figures. Oh boy. I would like to buy a maximum tomato. And I will take it to go, thank you. Alright. Well, I do want to end this stream a little bit earlier than normal, so I reckon we're probably going to end the stream. Well, not probably, we're going to end the stream there. But it looks like we're nowhere near done. We've got a second quest to go on. We've got arena stuff. Hang on. Before we end it, I just spotted a thing. I just spotted a thing and I want to go check it out. Hiya, Kirby. Been a while, hasn't it? I didn't get to say it before, so thanks for saving King Dedede. Speaking of, he seems to really like this town. He's been resting to help himself heal. Actually, we have something to give you. It's a blueprint from King Dedede! A gift from the king, what an honor! You got the Mast Hammer blueprint. Yep, of course. And I just spent all my money upgrading the Wild Hammer blueprint. The way our daring king threw me into that elevator after I tripped made sure to protect me. I was just in awe. He's usually so carefree, perhaps a teeny tiny bit lazy. But when it matters most, our leader always does his royal duty. Long live King Dedede! His Majesty seems to be enjoying life in this town. Guess we'll be sticking around for a while. His Majesty's acting cool and aloof, like he always does, but he's actually pretty upset that you were saving us while he was, being controlled like a puppet. Should probably give him some space for a while. Sorry. Is that a Mast Hammer blueprint? I want to make that. Gimme, gimme! Oh, I just wasted all those rest stones and everything. Oh, I might not be able to afford this. Ah! Fart. Oh, I'm actually disappointed in myself. I wish there was a way to undo the power, because I would have... Yeah, I'm actually disappointed. I'm actually very annoyed with myself for what I just did. Ah! I should have looked around town first. Oh well, everything in hindsight, I suppose. Anyway, that's gonna be it for Kirby and the Forgotten Land for tonight. It looks like we're gonna be back at this again next Wednesday night, because it's not over yet. We've got to save Leongar, and we've got to try out our new bonking ability, and, well, we've got to get our new bonking ability first, and we've got to head into the arena as well. So it looks like things are still up in the air. But boy, the ending of that game was good. Alright. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream and enjoyed almost everything that Kirby and the Forgotten Land has to offer. Always farm a few coins off screen. Yeah, but it doesn't solve the rare gem issue. I've got to find more of them, and I don't really know how to find them. There were, like, a few codes that I could try inputting that may give me a couple of rare stones. I'm not sure. But we'll see. Anyway, so next week, I also just noticed there's a little crown on the hammer now. I don't think that was there before. Next week, I will be looking, well, not next week, well, yeah, next week. Wednesday will be more Kirby and the Forgotten Land, so if you've enjoyed the stream tonight, please join me again, because we are nowhere near finished by the looks of it. I thought we were wrapping this up. No way, not even in the slightest. Looks like we've got a lot more to do. So we'll head there and we'll see what we can do next week on Wednesday. Monday night stream might be more Sonic Frontiers, but it's up in the air. See, I'm going to a convention this weekend. I'm actually leaving tomorrow, and I might be a bit tired because I don't get back home until Monday. So I will see how I feel. I may not feel up to it. I may be busy packing everything away, or I may just be really, really tired. So we'll see how Monday turns out. If I don't stream Monday, I would like to stream on Tuesday night instead. So we'll be penciling that one in. In the meantime, however, I hope you guys have enjoyed Kirby and the Forgotten Land, because I have certainly enjoyed my my time here. I will say, there were a few difficult points. That is for sure. That did happen. But I must admit, the ending of the game was absolutely phenomenal and definitely worth it. Kirby lives up to his name of God Killer. Alright, anyway, with that said and done, it looks like my buddy Deshex is playing... Oh, they are still starting soon. Alright. They are playing some Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it looks like they're doing some Salandit hunting. I think they started that the other day. I'll hold off for a minute. They should be starting fairly soon, I imagine. Because I only just started the stream up, so... Tell you what. Since Shinru jumped into my stream tonight, how about we go and raid Shinru? We don't often get to raid Shinru, so let's go and raid them tonight instead. How does that sound? Let's head over to Shinru. They're playing Tis the Kingdom. Let's head over there. Alright, have a good night everybody, and I will see you on maybe Monday, definitely Tuesday if not Monday, and on Wednesday if you want to see more Kirby in the Forgotten Land, because I'm interested now, I gotta see how this ends. Alright, have a good night everybody, I'll catch you all next time.